Merc and the BMW have around 500 horsepower apiece.
This has more, 572 horsepower. 572. This is an estate car with more power than a Ferrari F430. It's got more power than a Ferrari F50, for crying out loud.
What you have here, then, is the most powerful estate car in the world.
0 to 60 takes 4.6 seconds. Top speed is limited to 155 miles an hour.
But on the unlimited Autobahn, Audi test pilots have had more than 200 miles an hour out of this thing. Hardly surprising when you see the engine. It's an enormous 5-litre V10, which is boosted by 2 turbochargers. The whole car is awash with evidence it means business. The Gene Hunt wheel arches, the angry grills, the rally car pedals, the very unestate-like Recaro seats, and finally, the ceramic brakes.
They cost £6,000, which is a bit painful. But then the whole car isn't exactly a bargain. It costs £77,000. Almost 10 grand more than the Mercedes or the BMW M5.
Now, as Jeremy found out in the last series, those cars are both pretty special to drive. So how does this big missile stack up? Well, that's why we're in the skiing town of Les Arcs in the French Alps, to find out.
I'm going to drive from here, which is here, and then drive down the mountain, a very winding road, all the way down here, down, then along and up a little bit at the end to get to La Barre Ferme here at Villaroger. And predictably, there's an improbable race involved against these two.
They are Antoine Montin and Francois Bon, 2 top-level skiers who are also capable of seducing up to 7 chalet girls at any one time.
I'm not a petty man, but I sort of dislike them already. Anyway, while I'm driving all the way down the mountain, they shall attempt to beat me by taking a more direct and dangerous route. That means taking a ski lift and climbing to the top of the mountain and then sort of skiing straight down here to finish at the bar. With a bit of luck, they'll both crash and several hundred chalet maids will return to England with their honour preserved.
Before the off, we discussed tactics. Their English was poor, but luckily I speak French.
Je suis dans la voiture bleue et grosse. Il y a beaucoup de lapins dans ma pantalon. Mais j'espère que je étais la grande champignon aujourd'hui.
Il va faire route, champignon, lui, non?
Ouais.
Hein? D'accord, ouais, c'est
Ok.
ça.
OK.
OK.
Bonne chance.
Ouais.
Au revoir. Right, this is it. Into the car's computer, a lot easier to use than the BMWs. I've got 3 options for the ride settings: Sport, Dynamic, or James May. I think today, Sport. OK, chaps, you ready?
Yeah.
Happy le jambon. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go!
Now, it's 22 miles to Villaroger and La Barre Ferme, which is our finishing line. But this race isn't just Top Gear tomfoolery.
This route has a lot of bends, twists, turns and straights, so it should give us the opportunity to see if it's got what it takes. Come on then, big fella, see what you got.
Back up the mountain, the skiers were in the first of 3 lifts it would take to get them to the top.
The rest of this thing. Concentrate, Hammond, concentrate. One patch of ice and I'll be falling for weeks. One thing I have to remember, hurtling down this hill, this is a heavy car. It's 145 kilograms heavier than the BMW M5 Estate. That's like driving around with Chris Moyles permanently in the boot.
With this much power and this much mass on this sort of road, the four-wheel drive system is working overtime. But then in the RS6, it does have help.
Nerd moment. It's got very sophisticated suspension. When a car goes into a bend, say a right-hander, it starts to lean to the left. They've pumped more oil into the shocks on that side to prop it up and stop it doing that. Hairpin! Yes, it can handle it. 6 miles down. Where are they?
They were still climbing in the cable car.
Leaning on the brakes again. I think 6 grand is cheap. I paid a lot more.
The finish line was now 12 miles away. Up on the mountain, the two skiers were in their final cable car.
I only need the tiniest window to get past. That might be it. Wow! 10 miles to go. 10 miles. Come on! If they're still going uphill, they've had it.
In fact, they were still climbing, even though they'd now run out of ski lifts. Because these guys had no intention of using normal ski runs.
Listen to that.
With just 5 miles of driving left, the skiers were now at 11,000 feet.
Come on.
And ready to come down the fast way.
.30 kilometers an hour limit. 30. Fair enough, it's a town. Get on with it! Turn left, for God's sake!
The skiers had plummeted 6,000 feet in the time it had taken me to do 2 miles. It was getting close.
And to left, I'm going uphill. This is where I have all of the advantages. 572 of them, in fact.
Then, with the village in sight, the skiers hit some global warming. I was moments away, but the skiers weren't beaten yet.
Round the corner, go, go, go! Where do I go? Where do I go?
The bar was hidden in a mass of narrow streets.
Oh God, I'm lost. Not now. Please, not now. Any channels, this is Hammond, where are you? In the bar, which way? Oh. Well done. Good. Been here long? Now go to a bar and pursue some of our English women.